Hello guys, my name is Melbay Guy, and this hello guys, my name is Melbay Guy, and this session is the last session or my last, you can also say my last YouTube video on my programming class. You get it? There's a last video of my programming class or my last YouTube video. So I appreciate that you've been with me from the top to the end of my videos. So let's finish with today's session and we will talk more. So this session is my last session for the week and my last video on YouTube, my last YouTube video. The rest is I'll still continue doing this session but somewhere else. And the reason has been explained already in some of the videos, but in the next video, I'll explain why this is my last video on YouTube. But you need to just enjoy this. Forget about it being the last video and enjoy this lesson and understand it. So let's begin. In this session, we want to learn how to find the area of a cuboid. So we want to build a mini application, program or software that calculate the area of a cuboid. Area of a cuboid. Okay, so like I said, so before you start writing your program or your software, you need to plan, you need to first understand the problem, you need to know the solution, how it's being solved personally. You need to be able to solve it personally. Then you know how to direct the computer to solve or teach it. Then we have the requirements, how your software should behave. So how is your software going to behave? Okay, our software will take input from users, it will process the data and to display the result as basic as that. Some softwares that do more than that. So as time goes on, you learn how to do more than just this. You get it. So first of all, we need to first understand the problem. We understand the problem. The problem is about, you know, we know the problem, but we may not understand it more. So we need to really learn building a keyboard area of a keyboard calculator or software, anyhow you want to call it. So now the most important thing when it comes to writing any program is you need to understand the problem and you need to learn about the problem. You need to know the solution, how it's being done, how it's being solved. You need to be able to solve it personally. So we can go to the website, we search for volume of a keyboard. Oh, sorry, I mean we want to find the volume of a keyboard rather, not area. I forgot. Calculate the volume. So volume of a keyboard and so the problem building a volume of a keyboard calculator. So first you need to go and learn more about keyboards. What are keyboards and how do we find the area or volume of a keyboard and all those stuff? So you can come, keyboard is a solid box which very every surface is rectangular and blah blah. Keyboard will have length, breadth, and height. So you see, when you learn about keyboard, you learn about some of the input you'll be taking and the most important part of the keyboard. You get it? So we've learned a bit. I've learned, you've not learned, but maybe you might know it. So let's continue. So so first building volume of a keyboard calculator, solution. The solution to find the keyboard of how do you find a keyboard, the volume of a keyboard? To find the volume of a keyboard, we need to multiply the length, the breadth, and height of the keyboard. As simple as that. So let me put something like that. Length times breadth times height. Because a keyboard has length, has breadth, and it has height. So how do we solve it? We need to multiply the length, the length, the breadth, and height of the cuboid. Let me see whether the formula is correct because I'm not even sure. So we need to multiply the length, the breadth, and the height. Okay, thank God. So that is okay. So so how would our software behave? Our software will behave in the basic way. So we are going to take input from users. So which type of input are we going to take? We are going to take length. We are going to take breadth and one extra data of for information. We're going to take the height of the cuboid to get it. So length, breadth, and height. Length, breadth, and height. Then we need to evaluate or process or perform operation on the inputs that will be taken or on the variables. Get it? Then the third thing is we display the result to the user, and that's all as simple as that. So we have our length, we have our breadth, we need the last guy here. Last guy should be the height. So this variable or memory will be holding the value of the height that the user will enter. So let's bring it as height, height. And this time we are finding volume, so we need to rename our variable to match our goal. Get it? So we are taking another input here. So let's take this other 5 here. So this time we are taking height. And so enter. First we say enter the length of the keyboard. Then we say enter the height, enter the breadth of the cuboid. Then we say enter the height of the cuboid. So we're gonna take three things from the user. Enter the height of the cuboid. Then we need to find the volume. You get it? So the goal of this software is to find the volume of a cuboid. So we need to, do some operations. Volume is capital V, so volume here. So now what is the formula? We need to be able to represent the formula here. Yes, so mostly we just need to be able to represent the formula here and we are done. So what's the formula? The formula is length times breadth times height. So the value inside the length times the value inside the breadth times the value inside the variable height. So the value inside the variable length times, asterisk is for times the value inside the variable breadth times the value inside the variable height. And that's all. So the length times the breadth times height. The result is the volume of the keyboard. And we are storing the final result in the volume. So this time we say that. So after doing that operation, display the volume, the content inside the volume memory to the user. And as simple as that, we are done. So let's test it and see if it works. So let me refresh the page as usual to clear everything and make everything look as new. Otherwise, some of our programs will be interfering with us. So let's run it and see. So, okay, we have no error. So enter the length of the keyboard 4, enter the breadth of the keyboard 6, and enter the height of the keyboard 8. Let's see. We had 192. So let's test it on a real question so that we know whether it's working fine. So we have a question here. Find the volume of a cuboid of dimension 14, 12, 8. 14, 12, 8. Hope you remember. So let's run it 14, 12, 8. So the length is 14, the breadth is 12, and the height is 8 centimeters. So let's see what's the answer. 1,344. Let's see whether we are right. 1,344 cubic centimeter. So we are right. Let's check the last one. So a box made of shoe, the length is 8, breadth is 6, height is 6. So 866. Let's see. 866. 866. Length is 8, breadth is 6, and height is 6. 288 centimeter cube. 288 centimeter cube. So you can see 288. So now we've been able to build this application. So now we are all happy. We've been able to build a mini application that can find the volume of a cuboid. And this is the program, as simple as that. So that's it for this session. So you need to practice more and more and more and more. So in the next session, let's say week 3 session, if you want to join week 3 session is all about doing more and more of these exercises. But this time, I'm not going to do it for you. You are going to do it and you will explain it to me how you did it and what is happening. You get it? That's the way I'll know that you are actually grabbing the concept. So if you are going to join the week 3 session, remember, you should be ready and you should be able to solve the exercise I'll be giving. I can give you an exercise like find the area of a triangle, write a program, a mini program, application or software to calculate the area of a triangle. You should be fit enough to do that. If you're not fit enough to do that, you can't join the session 3 class. You need to take your time and go through all the sessions before you can join the session 3 class. So let's discuss the fate of this programming class in the next video. So in the next video, we are not going to do programming. We are going to discuss about the class, the programming class, how it's been organized. All right. So thank you guys and meet you. Please see you in the next session. Thank you guys.